is a girly chat. It's one of those days. It's the middle of the week, so I'm doing some reassessing, some rearranging, all those things. Um, yeah, yeah. First off, I just feel like right now we need to be talking about like the practical things, you know? So, yeah. And I just got off the phone with my tattoo artist. So, um yeah. So he got me in the mind state of like being focused and being practical and doing focusing on my grind, focusing on my hustle. And it's just like I don't know. There's certain things that people don't take into account that I think are practical, but they don't consider practical because it's convenient for them to not consider it practical. But the thing is, just because they disagree with my practicality doesn't mean that it's not practical. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know, that's just me getting off topic a little bit. But yeah. I feel like people conflate the idea of marriage with the idea of being a Disney princess. Like, I'm mad at Disney, Disney. They tricked me, had me wishing on a shooting star. Okay, yeah. Every girl that's not sporty, okay, dreams of being treated like a Disney princess or dreams of being a Disney princess. Every girl, including the sporty girls, dreams of being treated like a Disney princess. The First of all, well, actually no, I think yeah, Disney movies are about marriage, but it's about a certain type of marriage. It's about marriage. It's about all of the different types of marriages, right? And this is the problem that I have with the girlies. You can't be you and have all the types of marriages. That's why the which Disney princess are you chats that we used to have were so important, because it's like, what kind of marriage did you want to have? Not even which kind of marriage were you going to end up having. Which kind of marriage did you want to have? Okay. Did you want a marriage that your parents approved of, or that your parents didn't approve of? Okay. Did you want a marriage that your parents knew about or didn't know about? Okay. Did you want a marriage where you had to gain the approval of the family, or your husband had to gain the approval of your family? It's like one of those things, and it's like Aladdin, they all approved of the girl, okay? Snow White, we never got a chance to see her gain the approval of the family. She gained the approval of the seven dwarves, but not the family, okay? Cinderella, he had the he didn't have the family's approval, actually. Just because they had a crush on the man didn't mean that they approved of him, okay? In fact, the fact that they had a crush on him meant that they didn't approve of him. You know what I'm saying? Because if they approved of him, then they they probably would have just ignored him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like That's all of the Disney movies I could think of off the top of my head. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be real honest with you, because y'all getting into my sporty side, and I know everyone gonna get mad at me. I kind of fell off with the Disney movies after Snow White, honestly, because I felt personally attacked by that movie. But I know most people were focused on the marriage aspect. I was, I like, because this is me being sporty, so I was like, I like to be funny. So I realized the jokes were kind. This is when I realized Walt Disney was a racist. Um, Yeah, but then I forgave that when I watched Tangled. Actually, Tangled made me forgive Walt Disney. Actually, it's a tie between Tangled and Moana. Okay, so yeah, so actually, I should say, do you want your husband to the know your family, or do you not want them to meet at all? Okay, and yeah, yes, yes, it very exactly what I. That's what I woke up. That's why I woke up one day. That's what Tangled made me realize. Like Rapunzel was about victim mentality. When I was watching Rapunzel, and that's what I'm saying. Like when I was watching Rapunzel as a little girl, I didn't realize that Rapunzel was about victim mentality. Like Rapunzel was about like, do I want a man to come and rescue me, or do I want a man to pull me out the trenches? You know what I'm saying? Like, um, that's that's that on that. Like, dude pulled Cinderella out the trenches, but he still left her there in the house with the family. You know what I'm saying? Like Rapunzel, like he Cinderella, the prince overcame the actually he gained the approval in the end, sort of, kind of, not the he gained the respect, not the approval. That's what I'm trying to say. He gained the respect of the family. Rapunzel, he just snatched Shorty out there, so he just forced the respect. I don't know. It's like the minute differences. You know what I'm saying? Like the subtle differences of like what do you really want in a marriage, right? And another reason, that's just what I'm saying. This is my sporty side. Um, this is my sporty side. I used to always think, and it's also like, what kind of proposal do you want? Do you want a proposal like that's? I think that's really. I'm like talking about like all of the things, like the small details, like that. I'm like that I want to know when I ask a person, but I really what I'm trying to say is Disney is asking, what kind of proposal do you want? You know, do you want to be proposed to after the fact, or do you want to just wake up from a dream and be proposed to? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to get to know the person, or do you not want to get to know the person? I used to always say that this is my sporty side. My dream proposal would be on the couch, you know, like chilling on the couch, like, because I wanted my man to propose to me when he's in his element, you know? I don't know. I don't know how to really describe this. Like, I wanted to be like, not, because men are always in their element. I wanted it to be like one of those things where he knew for a fact that this wouldn't be on his mind otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Who's thinking about marriage when you're chilling on a couch unless you're with you see the things in the person that you want to marry. You know what I'm saying? Other people, most people, it's like the fact of the difference of being like chosen over other girls versus this is the man's choice. You know? Like most girls want the proposal to be in front of everybody because it's like it's like sort of like what's the best sandwich you can make kind of question. You know? It's like sort of like that sort of question. Like some people, like one of their dream proposals is like in the mountains away from everybody because like they they want to be the center of attention. It's like wanting to be the center of attention versus wanting to be chosen over other people. And I know the girls are gonna argue with me talking about some, if I'm chosen over other people, I'm the center of attention. No. Like a man can get on one knee, be 100% focused on something else, and still propose to you. Okay? And I think that's my like beef with people. Like if he's choosing you over other girls, you're not you're not the center of attention. Okay? You know what I'm saying? If he proposes to you in the mountains, then it's like 100% sure that it's like, I don't know, it's iffy. That's the thing. A lot of girls, most girls, I feel like, or maybe that's just because I'm like, I feel personally attacked right now, but most girls want the proposal to be iffy. They like the fact that it's like they got to the point, like they went on the date, and you know what I'm saying. And I feel like the proposal is still iffy because like even the mountains can't distract you from your love for me. You get what I'm saying? Like if you propose to me in front of other people in a restaurant or something, as soon as we get in the outside world, I feel as though the marriage can crumble, okay? And it's like, so a lot of girls like they like that's what gets them going. It's like that fight, you know what I'm saying? That's not what gets me going. You know what I'm saying? What gets me going is like the fight between, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the difference, like winning the fight of life and the fight of being chosen over other people. Like what gets me going actually is the fact of being chosen over other people. But what gets the people who want to be proposed to while being chosen other people going is the fight over life. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fight over life gets them going. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's really just the difference. That's really just the difference. Because in my culture in Nigeria, where I'm from, the fight over life is like, it's beholden in everything. Like the fight over life to me is the fight of being chosen over other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like arguing over, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm like trying to get to like a point, but like I don't know. It's like, yeah. So my point is, if you like to be the center of attention, if you don't like being the center of attention, why would you choose a man that's going to make you the center of attention knowing that you can't handle it? Okay? And it's like, I guess it's the idea of like if a man can change you, okay? Because in Nigeria where I'm from, if a man changes you, that's like that makes you less of a woman. I don't want a man that changes me. You know? You can make me better, but I don't want you to change me. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, even when someone makes you better, more often than not, they feel used. But that's the point in which I feel like it's my responsibility to make you not feel used. It's my responsibility to appreciate you. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like girls who don't like to be the center of attention don't like to appreciate a man. And if you don't like to appreciate a man, I don't understand how um I don't understand how you're going to even enter into the relationship if you don't appreciate the man first. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, really what I feel like Walt Disney taught me is that there are some proposals that happen when you're ready and some proposals that happen when you're not ready, okay? So really what I'm saying is I don't like to be caught off guard. And that's my personality trait. Okay? Yeah. I feel like a lot of girls say they like to, actually I do like to be caught off guard, but I don't like to be caught off guard, if that makes sense. And a lot of girls feel the same way, but it's like when they get caught off guard, because they don't like being caught off guard, it's like everything falls apart. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I like being surprised, but I don't like being caught off guard, because then I feel like I'm slipping. You know? But then that's me not appreciating a man. So then I know I need to learn how to appreciate a man. And that when I say how to appreciate a man, a lot of people will like take it to me and they're like, you need to learn how to do all these. No, I literally mean you need to learn how to appreciate a man. You know what I'm saying? Like how to forgive, really. So yeah. And it's like, I know every girl wants a man that's going to not make them have to forgive them in the first place. But again, this is my thing about being the center of attention. If a man is like making it up to you, then he still has other things on his mind. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking about all the things he did wrong instead of thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't, that's not like, that's not like, that's not like my style. Like I said, I'm really, really needy. Like, I like to be the center of attention. And I feel like every girl does feel this way deep down, but nobody wants to admit it because everyone feels like they're not Nicki Minaj. So regardless, they can never be the center of attention. But just because every time you think about Nicki Minaj, she's the center of attention, think about all the moments you're not thinking about Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And if you're thinking about Nicki all the time, then why are you listening to Drake? Okay? If you're thinking about Nicki all the time, then why are you listening to Drake? Okay? And if you think the whole life is like being a Nicki stan, then I feel like you haven't discovered yourself yet. Okay? Because if I ask you what being a Nicki stan is, and you're like, well, everybody's a Nicki stan. And it's going to be like, I'm sure some people are going to be like, I love Nicki because when I was eating a bowl of cereal, she made me realize I needed to lose weight, and and then I won the Olympics later. You know what I'm saying? But then you're just like, oh, I'm a Nicki stan because everybody's doing it. Then that's you. That's your personality. But then I feel like that's the thing. A lot of girls say that thing, and it's not their personality. So it's like, when I say appreciate a man, I mean show your personality. But a lot of girls are scared to show their personality because they know if they show their personality, the man has the option of not liking it. And it's like, again, I don't understand how you cannot want to be the center of attention. You know? All the time. I don't get it. I really don't. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. When you showcase your personality, you're limited because it's like there's going to be some things that you can't do. But yeah, it's just like, I feel like when you want to be alone if you don't want to showcase your personality. And again, why are you with the man if you want to be alone? Okay, if the man is going to bring you out of that box, the man is going to bring you out of the box the best way he knows how. Understand that. And then if you tell him the best way he knows how, you can tell him that it's not good enough, but you can't say that you don't like it. That's the thing, because then you don't like that man at his best. You want him to be someone else. And so he's going to grow up and change, but then there's always going to be that battle about how you don't like what he was doing when that was the best that he knew how. Okay? So it's just like, yeah, I know a lot of people like to do you know, they get out of character. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why a lot of people wonder how I'm so calm, is because every time you get out of character, you're not a center of attention. You're alone. Every time you get out of character, you're alone. Imagine that. Like, that's why it just makes me, it depresses me when I see people who always want to fight and do all those things. I'm like, that is the loneliest person on this earth, I swear to God. Because it's like, you not in character. You far away. You gone. You alone. And yeah, people can chase you, but you never gonna get over the fact that you was alone. And I know how that feels. I know how that feels. Trust me, I know how that feels. Like, I had multiple surgeries as a child. I got left alone a lot. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that about me, because all they saw was the moments when people would be going out to purchase something to make up for the fact that I was alone. But they didn't see the times when they had to leave me alone with strangers to operate on my body, and then leave me alone to go to work while I'm writhing in pain. They didn't see that. They don't know that struggle. They don't know that struggle. Like, that's what everybody hates. Like, everyone's like, and I know, I get it. That's why people get out of character, because they don't want to be left alone while they're writhing in pain. But I know that pain. You feel me? That's what having surgery comes with, okay? People leaving you alone when you're writhing in pain. So, yeah. And people be like, oh, like, that's what like, a lot of people say about surgery. Be like, oh, it's worth it if I'm going to get a check afterwards. Okay. But it's like, think about it getting out of character. Like, you never going to forget the fact that people can just leave you alone when you're writhing in pain. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to forget the fact that, especially after surgery, because you don't know if the surgery went well until years later. So it's like, I can only speak to having surgery. It's like any moment my body, one of my organs could randomly fail because maybe someone in the hallway sneezed and a piece of dust got in my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the point. Okay, y'all. That's it. That's it for the chat.